everyone. I am Grayson Schultz. I am both trans and queer, um, and I currently live in southeastern Ohio. Um, I grew up in a uh, very conservative household. My whole extended family, all like 60 plus members, all lived within a couple hours of each other. My whole extended family is Mormon. And so when I came out as well, I didn't really come out as queer in high school as much as I just started talking openly about being bisexual at the time. And it kind of caused a number of waves. Um, but especially as somebody who grew up knowing I had at least one rare disease, which is Still's disease or systemic venal idiopathic arthritis. And I already had a lot of, I guess, conversations with my mother, whom I have not talked to in a decade, which is fantastic, for me. Where she was like, well, with your health issues, nobody's going to take care of you the same way that you need to be taken care of. Nobody's going to love you the same way you need to be loved. You're just going to have to, live with me the rest of your life, which was absolutely a terrifying thought. Um, and, fast forward to 2016 after the Pulse nightclub shooting, I realized that that hit home a lot harder for me than I had thought, and did a lot of introspection at the time, and came out later that year as being gender queer and queer. Um, and that has shifted over time. I started testosterone in 2020, right at the beginning of 2020, and one of the most difficult things for me was with there not being, clinical trial representation from trans patients, me not knowing if, starting HRT was going to potentially impact the control that I had over my still disease, if that was going to potentially interfere with anything, if I was going to have allergic reactions to the oils that my testosterone is suspended in. Um, and that was about a year after also getting my hypermobile EDS diagnosis as well, and a couple other rare disease diagnoses. So I am a fun, I don't know, laundry list of things. But for me as somebody who also lives in a very rural area, one of the most difficult things is not only finding providers that understand my rare diseases, that I don't have to explain to them, like what my diseases are or what they do, but also to find a provider who like, don't say disparaging things or don't engage in bigotry, with me being now incredibly visibly trans, and very openly queer. I married at the end of, well, in the fall last year, to my wonderful partner of the last 4 years. But we present openly as like a gay queer couple. We both kind of are in the non-binary and trans camp. So um, everything about my life is very trans and queer and rare. Um, and it has been an interesting journey to not only find people that accept all parts of that, but also providers that accept all parts of that, workplaces, etc. Um, yeah, I think I'll kind of leave it there for now.